how you get started with one of the Google Hangouts that we already have prescribed or already have, assigned a link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share with you and show you how to walk through signing into Google, looking at all of the events that have already been assigned a link and getting started and finding that permalink to share with other presenters. The easiest way is for everyone to log in when it's your turn into the Gmail account, the Team Training 2015 at gmail.com, and do it that way. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and screen share my desktop. And here we go. So I have two windows open. Let me make sure you can see me. Yep. All right. So I have, that's Firefox. I have another window open with, here we go. So I just went to google.com and I can choose which account. So I've got my personal accounts, my team account, and I've got the team training account. So I've already saved the password in here. So when I go to sign in, right here, didn't want to do that. I want to be on Gmail. Okay. So it's not just Google, it's the Gmail. Thought I'd done that. Right here, you see Team Plus. This is where you go to see everything, the activity we have on our page, the team calls we already have saved, all the things that we've set up links and all that stuff. I'm doing this right now, how to use YouTube with a Google Hangouts. But look, this is what's coming up tomorrow. What is coaching with Karma. You can also see all of your events right here. Everything that you've already set up is under that home button. That's going to think about it for a second. So upcoming events is right there. It's the same thing. You can just access it in two different ways. So upcoming events looks like this. So all of the things we already have scheduled out are right here. Are you going? Yes, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to show you, like Karma was asking, how do I get to this? Okay, you would click on this upcoming event and you're going to see our just plain homepage. We can personalize this. We can add a picture, whatever you want. If you're just looking for the regular links to share with someone, this blue link is what you're going to share with people who want to tune in and watch the call. So if you're like, I can't find it, I don't know what to do, this is how you access that and find that link to share with customers, prospective coaches, whomever. Now, don't get freaked out, but when you press the blue start, you're not starting the call. You're merely opening up the Google Live Hangout window. It looks like this. I'm not sure this is going to work. Okay, you can just skip this part. This you don't need to know. This is what you need. This is the permalink. This is what you send to other presenters who are going to be on the call with you. After you log in, they merely have to click on that. So if you're the hostess for the event, the call, whatever, I would go through and sign in as if it's your account. And then if there's somebody else, if you're sharing the call, if you're doing a training with someone, this is the link that you give to that person. And then you see their little, bobblehead or their little icon come up. So that's how you do that. I'm going to close that. I'm not going to start the broadcast at all. I can't see anything because this is all jacked up. So I haven't started it. I haven't messed it up. But do know that when you press start, if you go live, that link is null and void. You can't go back and be like, oh, just kidding. You have to start a new link. You have now used that link and it is forever assigned to whatever you did. So it is pretty simple. We should be able to use the Q&A functions. We've got to turn it on beforehand. You can enable, I would turn off the applause feature because if not, you're going to have people doing that all the time. But the Q&A function is great. If we don't turn it on, people are just going to be commenting under the video like you would on anybody else's video. So like I said, this is exactly how you would find your links right here. And if you wanted to embed this into a website after it's all done, this is where you find this. You can go ahead and embed it, and then when it's live or shared, you can, it'll show up in your website, whatever. So that is how you would get started with that. I hope that helps a little bit, but I would say go to your Gmail and sign in like you would to any other Gmail account with the password. And then you're going to be directed to the Team Plus or Google Plus, and that's where you can view all events. So we'll try to, I scheduled out the links until I believe the end of May. But if you get in a pinch, you can go find that permalink by pressing start on the video window and then going to the little icon with the plus, and there's your permalink. That's how you access the call. And a little maybe suggestion is don't wait until 7:58 to try this. Do a dry run and check out the system and maybe play with it a little bit, but this is the bones. This is how you get started. And yes, if you are the person sharing the slides, they're not going to be able to see you like you did me. An idea I had was to log in, open, both your windows or whatever, and log in with your other account and be sharing from one account. You'd have to figure that out. But using the permalink, I could use my team YouTube page or my team Google account to sign in and then have my face on screen. But I could also work the slides from my other Google account. Or you can just have someone else log on for you and run the slides so that you can see. But just know that you're going to be small in the box at the bottom, and then the slides are going to be large. Another helpful hint is whoever's talking, if you're doing this with a couple people, you need to click on their box so that they are the big head. Otherwise, every time someone makes a noise, they're going to jump up to the big presentation screen. So by clicking on them at the bottom, their smaller thumbnail, you're basically locking the screen onto them and saying, you've got the floor. So I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any more questions.